you talk about horrific injuries. My brother Quinn, his best one ever. We all have one, I guess, like the ones you were just saying. My dad was changing the twins. You know, Brett and Quinn are twins on the kitchen counter, and Brett is like just cool as could be, and Quinn is screaming bloody murder, and my dad just cannot figure out what the hell is wrong with this kid. Right?
Oh God!
Remember they got rid of these a long time ago, unless you live in a real old house. Remember, like, the heating pipes that were exposed?
Oh, yeah.
Was it for the heat or for the hot water? I'm not really sure.
I think it was the heat. I think it was the steam heaters.
Yeah, but it was a pipe.
Yeah.
That was exposed. You didn't cover this shit up.
Just a hot, steam-filled pipe.
Quinn's head was resting nicely against the pipe while my dad was trying to change him. He's screaming bloody murder, and he can't figure it out. To this day, he can't really get his hair cut too short.
Oh, no, really?
The hair hasn't grown back in that spot since he was a toddler.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Nice hot steam pipe.
Right on the back of the head. That'll leave a mark.
I cracked my head open good when I was a boy. 5 years old. He was an older boy. Who used to make me suck his penis. It's true.
Same guy?
Wait a minute.
He was older.
Okay, look. That is where your issues come from.
Why?
Because an older boy made you suck his penis.
Not much older.
You should never be forced to suck someone's penis.
He was older. He would just manipulate me.
How old was he?
Only a couple years older, but he was I was scared of him. I was very scared of him.
You have a nice hog?
I remember. I swear to God.
Did he come in your mouth?
No, I don't think he got erections that day. I was like 5. I was that young. I was maybe in kindergarten.
Aw.
And I remember, I remember he wore Budweiser bathing suit that smelled like mothballs. It's a very vivid memory I have. It smelled like mothballs.
Mothball. So the smell of mothballs must turn you on.
No, I just tell you about that.
But how did he force you?
He would just make me. It wasn't a violent thing, but he was just older than me, and I was scared of him, and whatever. So I remember he walked out of his house, and I just ran because I just thought he was going to beat me up, and I just tripped and fell, and cracked my head on steps. I had to go get stitches.
Because you were trying to avoid blowing
Avoid,
Yes, I don't know if I was scared of that or if I was scared he was going to hit me. I don't remember why I was so scared of him, but I was.
Wow.
A little Jimmy.
I know, but I got
a
good head cracking. Head split open. Little fruit.
Oh, yeah. How did a kid have Budweiser swim trunks, Jim?
I don't remember.
Jim Bag from Florida wants to know.
Well, you don't have to be 21 to buy the swim trunks, dumbbell.
That's true. But that seems older than...
Good point.
But it does seem older than maybe 7 or 8. If he had Budweiser swim trunks.
No, but he was young, too. I believe he was... I think he was 1 grade ahead of me or 2 grades ahead of me. He wasn't older by a lot.
No. He left back quite a few times?
I'm sure he wasn't the brightest boy.
Gentleman of color?
No, he was a white kid. I remember he... I remember he had a brother. I remember very little about him.
Creep.
Yeah, he's the same one that
fucking creep.
He's the same one that urinated in my mouth in the pool.
What?
I never told you that story.
What?
No, but that kind of explains a lot.
No.
This is where it all started, Jimmy.
Holy Jesus.
The Budweiser kid got you going down this road.
I was,
Because you kind of like that in your adulthood, no?
Well, yeah, but not from him.
No, I understand, but it had to
no.
start somewhere.
I was in our public pool, and I guess he was making me go underwater, or I was going underwater and sucking his penis, but then I'd come back up, and I didn't think people could see me because I was underwater. Like, that's the age I was at. Like, I thought if I was underwater, no one could see me.
I'm invisible underwater.
Yeah, what I know, stupid. And he fucking whizzed in my mouth, and I came back up. I'm like, don't do that again. And he's like, all right. And then he did it again. It's kind of like being here, actually. So there was a little more respect shown by him.
Exactly. He treated you better.
That's the same. That's right around the same time. Me and my friend Tony Aquino were sitting on Poolside, and there was a woman sitting there with her bathing suit. And I could see her pubes sticking out the side.
Yeah.
And I said to Tony, I see hairs. And she goes, what did you say? Which I knew like was a problem. I'm like, nothing. And Tony goes, he said he could see hairs. And she looked down and she realized I could see her pussy hair bulging out. And she's like, you little fucking pig. And she screamed at me to leave, and I ran out.
Oh, Aw.
I had very healthy sexual messages growing up.
Now Danny's just finding pictures of women in bikinis with hair sticking out of the side. That's a little. I don't think it was that kind of bikini, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was a regular bikini. Don't forget, this is very early. I was probably 1975.
Yeah. I remember seeing a girl at a pool party with a crocheted bathing suit, and there were hairs coming like out of everywhere, and I was so excited to look at it. I was just like, oh,
that's strong stuff when you're that age, man. God, this guy was a creep.
Yep.
What happened to him? I hope he's dead.
I don't know. I honestly have very little memory of anything.
Yeah, I bet.
He's got to be
I think
older.
he tried to fuck me in the butt once, but it didn't work.
You were his little sex toy.
I think so. But I think it didn't work. I have a very vague...
Actually go, but it didn't work.
I have a really weird, vague memory of my pants around my ankles on the steps in this apartment building, and him trying to do that, but it not happening. That's all I remember. It's like peeking your head in a room and a movie's on, and then you walk out.
And you were too scared to run away?
I don't remember.
Fucking guy couldn't even fuck you in the ass, huh?
Yeah, but it wasn't abuse. Like, and let me say, I would play Monster with my friends at the same time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was forcing me at gunpoint. Him, I remember I was scared at, but I did stuff like that with my other friends that I wasn't scared of. But him, I remember I was frightened of.
Wow. He tried to.
I believe he did.
Bang you in the asshole.
I think so. It's just a very fleeting and vague memory of that.
Yeah.
Remember when we started the show, we said something will happen. We will give you good radio. Here it is.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, that's all I remember. I believe you. I would tell you if I could remember more.
Damn.
Learning something about Jimmy today.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember more.
So do I.
Wow. I know. I get everybody all hot and bothered that I just kind of leave you hanging.
You are a tease.
We got a few things going on today. Let's go to Greg in D.C.
Greg.
Good morning, boys.
Hola.
I wanted to call, and I'm sorry, also happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Wanted to call and let you guys know that before I was 7 years old, my parents were questioned by the police because of the amount of times I had entered the hospital due to injuries I had caused myself. I had, the big concrete tubes that you run through as a little kid on the playground?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I ripped my mouth open 3 inches because one of the tubes had a jagged edge on it, and I tripped. I broke my arm jumping off a swing set yelling, "I am the $6 million man." And then
you must have felt stupid.
Oh, and then I did it again about, I think it was 6 months later, chasing my brother around the dinner table, trying to make him puke after dinner. Yeah, I tripped over a big bulb that had been kicked up in the carpet. I broke my leg. I sliced my hand open with a hunting knife that my parents gave me. I was just a smart kid.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that was part of growing up.
Yeah, it was.
When did the wimpy parenting start? Because we're
the 90s.
You think it's Can we put a year on it, you think?
Definitely. There's like a whole article about like the gap, the generations, and the line, where the line is drawn, and it's definitely this generation is called the millennials, and it's the I know it's all the
we didn't have car seats when we were growing up. When was the car seat invented? That's probably the start of
It was probably invented like in the 1800s. You ever see some of those things that you didn't think were invented a long time ago, but they were, but no one used them until
Da Vinci?
Yeah, and like Da Vinci invented the baby seat.
Did he invent the baby seat knowing we would eventually invent the car?
No, you put on horse and buggies probably, but it was probably restraining the child by his neck and eyes. It was probably 2 nails that would go in front of the eyeballs and stop the kid that way.
I got a great child seat story for you.
Yeah, but if you hold on 1 second, if you read anything on Da Vinci, that guy was a creep genius. He was inventing stuff, assuming that other stuff would be invented, so his invention would work.
He was the first one to put a plunger in a toilet. Was Da Vinci.
What's your car seat story, sir?
You remember the old station wagons?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no child seats in the back. You just threw your kid in the back and prayed to God they didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was 2 years old in the back of one of those standing up. My dad was in the back seat telling my mom, you better slow down, you better slow down. She had to slam on the brakes to prevent herself from hitting a car behind her. I did a flip and landed upside down in my dad's lap.
There you go.
Oh, Uncle
Yeah.
Paul.
Thank you, sir. I'm getting completely killed on instant feedback and the phone calls. You go from Jimmy's butt sex stories to cheese wheels. Talk about ADD. And then you got Mike D from Chicago, and this is coming in a lot, Jimmy. How many cocks has Jimmy had in his mouth when he was a kid? And then John W. from Hoboken. Let's not skip over Jimmy's line. He was one of the boys I was blowing.
Yeah, I was saying.
And then he writes, I did not move back to the cheese wheel so quickly. Sorry.
I was saying 9 or 10 when I told you before I was in 4th grade, I can count 9 or 10 different people.
9 or 10 different people.
Yeah.
Would put their penis in your mouth.
Girls too, though, but girls, again, there was only
girls
2
don't
girls.
have penises.
No, I like the little heinies, though.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the little vaginas scared me because I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
But their heinies.
What did you do with their heinies?
I remember this one girl, Janice. She was like a year older than me, and I was in Devil's Creek, which is what we call the stupid little woods area where a lot of our sexual activities would occur.
Creek.
Yeah.
And I remember I was kneeling behind. I have a very vague memory of Janice pulling her pants. I wouldn't show her my penis; I was too embarrassed. But I can remember kneeling and putting my face on the cheeks of her ass, and it was so cool. That's where my ass fetish came from. It was the feeling of the coolness of her ass.
Ooh.
Like, I can still have a really weird, vivid memory of the feeling, like just seeing the ass by my peripheral and putting my face against it and just gently resting.
It? Did she want you to do anything?
I don't remember.
Like tongue it?
No. It never went there. I think I didn't know what to do with a girl. A girl scared me a little bit. I wouldn't even show her my penis.
Sure knew what to do with the boys.
Well, because I had one. Someone did it to me. I don't even think I got erections at that age. I can remember my friend's penis getting erect and me wondering why that happened with his penis. Like, I didn't know what that was.
It was in your mouth?
Well, no, now looking back, I got to kind of give myself a good pat on the back. I'm like,
of course you do.
Jesus Christ, fucking the Hoover kid. But, hey, it's Vacuum Jimmy. But,
do you think it was so many other guys because the story was going around that, hey, you could get a blowjob from Jimmy?
No, because no one talked about it. We were all kind of, nah.
Like blowjob club?
Yeah.
First rule of blowjob club, you don't talk about blowjob club.
That's right. Then I realized it was just me hurting my back, rolling down a hill, chasing a cheese wheel, sucking my own dick. It was, and I can remember there was these twins. I think they were twin brother sister. Maybe she was older. But I would get both of them at different times to sit on my face because they used to pee their pants. So I like that smell.
Yeah.
And they would make them sit on my face behind the bushes so I could smell. And the girl, I got her to take her pants off. I know I've told this story before. I got her to pull her pants off and see her hiney. And she wouldn't sit in my lap. I'm like, well, there's some sticker bushes. You can sit on my lap or you can sit in the sticker bushes. And she sat in the sticker bushes.
The sticker bushes. Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Why your lap? Why didn't you say your face?
I was too young.
Too young.
It was like a little wooded area. We used to hang out behind.
Was that Devil's Creek?
No. This was actually
Devil's Creek.
Yeah, we were fucking.
You gotta get a picture of Devil's Creek.
Oh, yeah.
It scares me. That's a place really frightening me.
Well, it should.
I go back to those old apartments sometimes, and it's different. But I took in Happy Endings, in the book Happy Endings, I actually photographed the porch that Monster Rain used to happen under.
Oh yeah.
But there was no. I get creeped out by looking at that place, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to walk through my old that wooded area. I'd go with Kenny though if he had his fucking weapon with him. It just freaks me out to walk through.
Wow.
Is it a scary woods?
I don't remember.
Yeah. What would freak you? What freaks you out about it?
Don't know. I just feel like helpless there.
I guess so.
Freaked out, yeah.
Yeah. There's no weapon. Would it be funny you go with Kenny and Kenny makes your blow up?
It's the only guy you trust.
And there he is. He's got a gun. He points it at your head and says, suck my dick. Holy shit. Completely backfires on you.
I know.
Trying to get some closure by going back to this place
fucked up.
safely. And Kenny rapes you.
That's fucked up. Oh, and he'll get his dick in your hiney.
Oh, God, that's terrible. Wow, that's something.
Yeah.
That's something. Wow, the whole area is just like
something happened.
Taboo.
Jimmy. Something happened. You're blocking out.
I don't know. I mean, I know
you're
I'm
not scared
blocking out. Jesus Christ. The stuff he remembers is enough.
I can't picture the woods. I can't picture them.
No, that apartment complex you said.
Well, they were right next to each other. There was Marina Gardens was on the bottom, and River Heights, which is pretty
Apparently
changed
you're on
now.
the bottom.
You're not willing to go back into Devil's Creek, and you're a 40-year-old man without Kenny. Something happened at
Well,
Devil's
only
Creek.
because I don't want to walk through the woods by myself. I don't know if it with the.
Most woods are harmless.
We would get from the top of where we lived, like our apartments on the top of the hill, and Marina Gardens are on the bottom. You know where it is? It's on Route 1 in New Jersey, where it's where the old flea market used to be, where you cross over the Raritan River.
Yeah.
On one side, I think they're called Riverview Apartments now. They used to be called River Heights. And these woods would take you from one down a hill into the other, from what I remember.
Down a little, into the woods.
Just don't remember how it opened up or.
They're making a new movie though with a bunch of kids, a bunch of kids.
Sorry.
Based on this story, it's called "Kneel by Me."
I knew you had a good one. You were very
I
excited.
thought it was going to be the Blair Bitch or something.
Bitch Project.
Well, I'm sure the listeners have a few.
I'm sure there could be
Just a
some movies
few.
about Devil's
Devil's
Creek. And, yeah, it's like a Stephen King type of,
Devil's Creek.
sounds
That's
like
what they call,
Stephen King movie location.
I believe that's what we called it, yeah.
Oh, man.
But it wasn't, I don't even know if it was a creek. It might have been.
Yeah, well.
I remember a piece of
Look
plywood.
at that. I think,
Dan is finding
Danny's,
your area.
Oh,
Danny's, pulling it up on Google, map images.
He's like, is it around there? It's a fucking photo from 25,000 fucking feet.
Yes,
from
it
Mars.
is on Earth, Danny.
Yes.
Go closer.
I don't know.
It is Earth.
Could you get closer where I can distinguish what's a road and what's fucking mountains?
Is it by a highway?
Yeah, is this it right here? There's like a shrub taken from fucking Jupiter. I don't know.
I want to find Devil's Creek on
I can actually see the
Google,
moon in the foreground. Fuck do I know if that's it?
Take it to street level.
All right, now
Well,
we're
that
talking.
looks a little new.
That's very that doesn't do. Go to River Heights Riverview Apartments. I just don't remember anyone that lives in that area. There's a winding road that goes down from one apartment complex. It goes down, winds down in kind of an S into Marina Gardens.
There is a creek or a river.
But that's the Raritan River. That's fucking.
Oh, that's
huge.
a river then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not.
So we're not
Devil's-
talking about the river, right?
No, not the
Creek.
Raritan River. No.
So it must have been something that
An offshoot off of that,
offshoot of
probably.
the river. Yes.
Yeah.
If it was a creek, I don't remember it being a creek.
I don't
Crick.
want to do anything else. I just want to find Devil's Creek.
I want to. I want
Can
to
we
see
take
it now.
Can we take a little what do you
Field
call
trip?
it? Little
Excursion?
field trip? We got to do a field trip to Devil's Creek.
I don't even know if you can walk through it anymore. I just don't know.
Devil's Creek.
Oh.
It's not called Devil's Creek, but officially we would call it that.
All right. Well, that looks a little creepy.
Go to find us. I'll tell you my old address. I used to live at 66 Fox Road in Edison, New Jersey. That's where I lived when I was a boy. I don't remember the apartment, but that was the actual address.
All right.
So now,
Pop that up.
yeah,
Let's
Danny's
zoom
got
in.
your old house. So
Now
now,
walk us.
walk us to Devil's Creek.
Yeah. Using.
All right. Wow, yeah, that's my old apartment complex, man. Holy shit.
Wow. Oh, look, there's Jimmy blowing someone.
Yeah. No, all you
How
see
long ago were these
all
taken?
you see is a porch, and there's two little feet sticking out from under it with the toes on the ground, and you can see the little toughskins getting shame dirt on the knees.
Wait, you're not a boy in that picture.
Yeah, Jimmy, what is that?
There's a Saturn
talking
park
about?
there.
That's a tranny.
Okay, go. Now, where's Fox Road? Right there. Go this way, down this way.
All right.
And wrap around here.
Turning. He's making a.
And there's Fox
right.
Road. Wait, hold on. Let me see which way it would go.
Okay.
Do I have the right perspective? I think it would be this way.
All right. He's going
See,
back
there's the
around.
S.
It's a very windy
There's
road.
hold on. There's the S
There's
going
the
down to the
S.
apartments down there. So go back up.
Go back up.
It was. I
Through the
want to
S.
say this way. In this area here. I'm circling this area here. I just can't get the right perspective.
Oh no,
That looks very wooded.
Yeah, there's no creek in there.
But you see the woods. It went through there somehow.
Looks a lovely, dark and deep.
It went through there somehow.
Is that a creek right there?
So maybe there was like a little.
That's off of the river. Look, that's a creek.
Maybe that's what we named the woods after. It
Maybe,
was-
yeah.
I just don't remember, but I'm almost positive that right up here, up to your right, there's like a little, you can see where Fox Road turns. And then we used to hang out. I'm showing him behind these apartments. This is all a hill going down.
Zoom up a
into
little
here.
bit. Zoom in.
Could you zoom in?
Take a look. Keep zooming.
Yeah,
high-
it's right up
close
in the
as you
top
can-
of here is the entrance.
Really? Oh, look at this.
Yep. Wow. Holy shit. The fucking Google. Can you go higher, Danny? To the top of the hill?
Isn't Google, like, really fucked up when you look at what they've done now?
Yeah, it's fucking...
Sir Paul McCartney actually had Google block the view of his house.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, if you punch it up, it shows a black screen. It says, this image has been removed.
Can you do that?
For security reasons. I guess.
Yeah, he's McCartney. I don't blame him. It looks a little bit different. Now, can you show from the other angle? We're looking back that way? That's it right there. That's the entrance right there.
Right there?
Yep, right there. It used to be bricks. It says, they used to be red brick. It says Valley Manor Apartments. And you'd walk in around the back here and then go into the woods that way.
Is that where you parked a DeLorean? If you went back in time to hide it from people?
Wow, that's where we would enter. But
Wow.
that was red brick back then, and it didn't say Valley Manor. It was called Marina Gardens.
Do you remember that speed limit sign? Was that there?
No, I don't remember any of that. All I remember is you see to the where are you looking? I'll show you where we used to walk.
I'm just looking down here.
So
pretty
we
much
would enter
the same
right
thing.
there.
So where's Devil's Creek from
You
there?
would enter right there, and Jimmy's pointing at his mouth.
And we would walk right around that and go into the woods. Wow.
Wow, that's fucked up, huh? You're just looking at that shit?
Dude, it's amazing. What this is, 10 years from now, that's going to be all fucking hologram. You're just going to talk about it, and it's going to appear in front of you.
Yeah, it'll be right in front of you. You can walk through it. The holodeck.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. What about Lord of the Open Flies?
Hey, that's a good one.
There you go. Game on.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to find Devil's Creek.
This little child movie.
Again, I don't remember the creek itself. It's just the woods. I remember walking back through the woods.
So if you went back there, you would have to go right
You wouldn't walk
past
through
that
those
sign
woods?
and walk through there.
And you wouldn't walk through that by yourself?
Again,
At your age?
I'm 40 now. I probably have not been back there since I was. It's probably been at least 28 years.
How long of a
Maybe
ride?
30 years.
There'd be a bunch of guys out there with their dicks hanging out going, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah, where the hell you been?
Where you been?
Bunch of guys with long Methuselah beards.
It's about fucking time.
I don't remember, but I don't know what they're like. You know how like sometimes you go back to an area that used to be wooded, and now the apartments are bleeding into it, and you can kind of go out, like from one end, you can now see through to the apartments on the other end.
Right, yeah.
Because
Let's have Kenny gas up the car. Let's go to Devil's Creek after the show today.
I don't want to do it after the show. What are we right to Edison, New Jersey?
I'll sleep.
Be nothing there. We'll all be like, what the fuck is this?
What happened? We're just in the woods.
Yeah, a bunch of men.
Jimmy, blow me.
I would hate that. 'Cause you guys would tell.
I know. You would tell
That was the
next
big
day on
thing.
the
Don't
show.
tell.
Don't tell.
Don't tell. You can't tell.
Of course, that's the big thing. Don't tell. Rapper T.I. reports to prison today.
Let's say hi
to T.I. is.
Lydia. Lydia.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Lydia's on the line. Lydia.
Hi, guys. I couldn't help but call him Jimmy. Aw.
What?
I think you should definitely take a field trip back to Devil's Creek.
Well, I've driven by it many times.
I
I've
love
driven
the
by
name.
it. Yeah, it was awful.
Fantastic.
I was
Devil's
thinking
Creek.
we had a cool name for the woods. I think it was just
Yeah,
the woods.
I
Fuck,
think
Devil's
you guys
Creek.
We had the
will
corral.
The corral, nice.
Yeah.
What, Lydia?
I think Jimmy definitely has to do a walkthrough. You're grown up now. It can't hurt you.
No, I would walk through. I just don't know what kind of kids are back there now. I don't know if the apartments still have the same clients living in the same tenants living in them, or if who knows if it's changed. Maybe it's government subsidized housing now. I'm gonna get fucking piped over the head.
That could be.
I'm not afraid of a monster.
I think Devil's.
I'm afraid of a monster in a crooked hat.
I think Devil's Creek is no longer exists because there's no little boy, crying.
Yeah.
It's all dried up now.
I think you
Just
should
the
bring
tears.
Jimmy with you.
Oh, you like your cleavage picture?
Yeah, we just popped that up so we could get a visual of you.
It makes
The only important part.
It makes it so much easier to listen to your dumb voice.
Those mammoth teats.
I gotta tell you, that sex thing sells though. This dumb picture did very well on Twitter.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah. Did it?
I guess I'll have to become one of your followers, Opie, if I want to see my
I don't know. The
cleavage.
comments are brutal on your cleavage.
well,
what they
maybe
want to
I'll
do to your
have it.
cleavage there, Lydia. So
Maybe I don't want to become a follower then.
you're feeling bad for Jimmy and his Devil's Creek then?
Yeah, I really wasn't going to call today. I was just going to listen, but then I heard all of Jimmy's, revelations, and
I've told some of this stuff before. I just don't remember a lot of it.
Well, you never told the Heine one where the kid tried to put his penis in your Heine. Though.
Yeah, it's a very fleeting memory. I don't.
Fleeting. You don't remember like a limp noodle brushing up against your butt cheeks?
I don't remember if it was limp or not. I just don't remember.
You just couldn't get the job done.
Yeah.
Maybe because you resisted. Maybe you're like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
The blowing is one thing, but you know what? I'm not doing this.
But this is how stupid we were. I would sit like you walk into the hallway, and it's like you have his apartment, and then you walk up a little flight of steps and make a right and go up a couple more steps, and there was the upstairs apartment. We would sit 3 steps up. We would, like, from his door, like if you opened the door to walk into the hallway, you could just see us.
See him trying to have sex with you.
Yeah, but there was a creaky step that would walk up, like, which you'd hear, so we always heard when someone was coming because they were metal steps. And I remember my one friend, I was sucking his penis, and we got caught by another friend.
And then what did the other friend do?
I was so embarrassed. I ran up the steps and made the right and went by the other apartment. Like, I just ran. I don't know what to do.
You had to grow up way too fucking soon, man.
That... And the fact that you're running away shows so much shame.
Of course.
Oh, Jimmy.
You had to grow up way too fast.
Damn.
Was it like that?
Oh, Danny, you son of a bitch. Danny just popped up some guy fucking another guy in the ass.
Some guy in a Dracula cape trying to fuck his pal.
Little fun after the old Halloween party. Wow.
Well, I definitely think you should bring Kenny to the woods with you and master your fear, Jimmy.
I'm not even that afraid of it. It's just creepy. Like, I don't have a phobia of it. It's just creepy.
I don't blame you. I'd be creeped out, too, by a place where I was abused and changed.
But you know what I say?
Fun.
I don't know about abuse. Again, I volunteered for a lot of it, too. I can't pass it off as, it felt good and I did it.
It was his fault.
Yes, you should have seen me in those shorts.
He was to blame.
Jim Sharkey from Fairfield, Connecticut writes, on Golden Pond seems curiously appropriate.
You were always to blame.
You must have had a lot of blue paint on you, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the day we went to Devil's Creek.
I'd show up at Mr. McGregor's with paint on me. He'd be like, I know, I see, it's on you.
Did you have to wash the blue paint off in Devil's Creek?
I don't remember, dude.
So with all those penises, did anyone ever come?
No, not to my knowledge at all.
Wow.
They're calling the movie The Bloonies.
All right, that's funny.
See, you asshole.
That's funny.
If you instant feedback from a cell phone, you got to put your name somewhere. You don't get no credit.
Bloonies. All right, that's funny. Funny movie.
I think we got a new message board name or a new Twitter name. Bloonies. Fuck, that's funny.